Hi there, I'm Amy Merkel, a counselor and the Transfer Center Director at Santa Rosa Junior College. And today I'm going to be going over 5 tips that will help you to succeed as you transition to the four-year university. So let's go ahead and get started. The first tip here is to attend orientation. I want you to think back about when you first started at SRJC and how everything was new to you. You probably didn't know where things were located on campus or who you could turn to for help. But now you're probably a pro. You know where everything's located and you have a support system that you can lean on when you're uncertain about something. So by attending orientation, it's just going to get you started off on the right foot. It's going to enable you to have a better understanding of the acronyms that the campus uses and what those acronyms stand for and what they mean. They're going to introduce you to different student services that they have on campus, and you want to start to think about which ones you would like to utilize. They'll also talk about ways for you to get involved on campus, student groups that exist, and things like that. You're also going to find out how you register for classes, and a lot of times at orientation, you will register for your first semester or quarter classes, and you wouldn't want to miss out on that. They'll also talk to you about how their registration priority works, and you want to make sure that you're on top of that as you know how important it is to get your courses. And lastly, another important thing is who's your faculty advisor and how do you meet with that person? Many campuses will have you meet with your faculty advisor at the end of orientation, and so you wouldn't want to miss out on that opportunity either. Okay, so first tip, attend orientation. The second tip is to access advising. So one of the biggest differences between SRJC and four-year universities is there's not really a counseling office. And so students are often confused, well, where do I go when I have a question? And so there's different offices that you can utilize to go and get your questions answered. And each campus does this a little bit different. So it's important that you find out how it works on the campus that you'll be transferring to. Many campuses have faculty advisors, so there'll be somebody within your major, a professor, who you would meet with to plan out your coursework for that major. And so you want to make sure that you know how to sign up for your advising appointment, who your advisor is it assigned to you or do you get to pick? And some departments even have a departmental advisor. So maybe it's not a professor, it's somebody that works with students to plan out their coursework. And so you want to make sure that you have a good understanding of who this person is and how you meet with them. A lot of campuses have graduation advisors. So these people will talk to you about your coursework moving towards graduation. So what requirements have you met for lower division? Did you finish all of that at SRJC? And then what upper division general education do you have left to do? What specific campus graduation requirements need to be met? So is there an ethnic studies graduation requirement? Is there a certain type of language requirement? Things like that that you need to make sure that you have completed. And then there's the Career Services Department that also has advising. So if you would like to find an internship, you'd like to speak with somebody about possibly going on to graduate school and how to prepare for that, or you want to talk with somebody about the types of jobs or careers that are available to you after graduation, the Career Services Department is a great resource that you would want to utilize. The third tip is to get involved. So university life can be a lot of fun, but you need to seek out and see what your campus has and what it is that you would like to do. So what kinds of clubs exist? What are the events that happen on campus? What is in line with your own passions and interests, or what would you like to check out? So take time looking at the website to figure out what types of ways you could get involved on campus. So here's some things that you might want to consider. Playing an intramural sport, going to the campus rec and adventure office. This is an office where they let you check out equipment like a kayak or climbing equipment, skis, those types of things, a surfboard, so that you don't have to go buy those things. And then they often will plan trips, a camping trip, a kayaking trip, a hike, a ski trip. And so those are ways that you can get involved. And a lot of times it's a lot cheaper than doing it on your own. Maybe you'd like to do undergraduate research, so looking at that office and what they have available for you. Attending art shows or theater events, going to an athletic event, checking out the rec center, and then joining a club or getting involved with student government. What kinds of university services exist? So this is tip number 4. You want to find out what services are out there that you can utilize to make sure that you ease your way into the university and that you are able to be successful. So each campus has unique student services. I've pulled some of these from the four-year universities. So Berkeley has the African American Student Development Office. Each campus has a disability student services office. So if you have had services here at SRJC, you want to talk to your specialist about how to get those moved over to the four-year university. The Dreamer Student Office, the First Generation Office, Health and Wellness Services, LGBTQIA Resource Center. Almost every campus now has a transfer center so that as a transfer student, you can, get services and connect with other people that are on the same path as you. And then the Women's Resource Center. So this is just an example of some of the offices. There's a whole lot more, so you'll want to check those out. And then tip number 5 is you just want to prepare for change. So transitioning to a new school as well as possibly a new town, being away from family and friends is definitely an adjustment. And you want to prepare yourself for that and think about how you can practice self-care. What can you do to ensure that you're staying healthy, not only physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. So here's a few suggestions. Check in with your family and friends who love you once a week. Have those phone conversations or FaceTime with them so that you can, feel connected with them still. Say yes to opportunities that come your way. I know that it's hard and it's a big adjustment, but the more times you say yes, the more opportunities you're bringing into your life and you're going to experience different things. Strike up conversations with your classmates. By doing that, you're going to build friendships and connect with other people. And then I've given you lots of ways to get connected on campus, so you want to make sure that you do that, but also in your new town. So what kinds of events do they have going on? Or is there a nonprofit that you'd like to volunteer at? And then if you need help, you want to seek that out from your advisor, from student health professionals, your professors, or even peer mentors. So we know that you're ready to move on and to do well. And we wish you lots of luck as you move forward, not only transitioning to the four-year university, but in earning your bachelor's degree.